Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This story is a heartwarming tale of Abu Bakar, a poor woodcutter, and his life's struggles, patience and unwavering trust, Tawakkul in Allah. It demonstrates how, despite being plagued by poverty, he remains steadfast on the path of halal earnings and ultimately succeeds in bringing Eid joy to his children through Allah's mercy. This proves that true happiness lies not in wealth but in Allah's pleasure and unwavering faith in Him. Dear viewers, this heartwarming story is not an ordinary fairy tale. It is a story from a distant village where the lush greenery and the tranquility of the mountains merge and where lived a woodcutter named Abu Bakar. His life was overshadowed by severe poverty, but his heart was illuminated by the light of faith. Every day before dawn, he would leave his hut, an axe on his shoulder and the name of Allah in his heart. Cutting wood in the deep forest and selling it in the market was his only livelihood. This meager income supported his family of four, himself, his patient wife Fatima, and their two innocent children, Ali and Aisha. Their hut was on the outskirts of the village, almost untouched by modernity. That house with mud walls and a thatched roof was their only shelter, protecting them from winter, summer, and rain. However, even amidst this simple lifestyle, their faith was extraordinarily strong. The moon of Eid had not yet been sighted, but its impending arrival was floating in the village air. The village was abuzz with the chirping of children, discussions about new clothes, and the imagined aroma of vermicelli. Shops in the market had begun to display new clothes, and sweet shops were getting crowded. Ali and Aisha also dreamt of new Eid clothes and good food. They did not know how much money their father had in his pocket or if he had any at all. Their innocent gaze stirred a deep longing in Abu Bakar's heart. He wished that his children too could enjoy the joy of Eid like other children. But reality was harsh. The roof of their hut leaked, cold wind freely entered on winter nights, and their food plates were often empty. Yet Abu Bakar or Fatima never complained to Allah. Their faith was firm and their trust was solely in Allah. Fatima often said, "Whatever Allah does, He does for the best, and He is the provider of sustenance. We must be patient and trust in Him." Abu Bakar also echoed these words in his heart. Despite the signs of poverty on his face, the light of faith was clear. He knew that no matter how difficult the path of halal earnings, it contained blessings and Allah's pleasure. Therefore, he never stepped towards any illegal or suspicious earnings. For him, honesty was his greatest asset, which he wanted to leave for his children. This steadfastness placed him at a unique height in the eyes of society, even though his financial situation was dire. That day, Abu Bakar went deep into the forest to cut wood. A new resolve was in his mind. He thought, today he would cut more wood, work harder, so that he could bring Eid joy to his children's faces. He entered the depths of the forest with his axe, where large trees did not even allow the sunlight to enter. He chose a large tree and began to strike it with his axe. Each stroke was filled with his love for his children and an indomitable desire to make them smile. His muscles swelled, sweat poured from his forehead, but he did not stop. But fate did not seem to be on his side that day. Despite working hard all day, he could not collect enough wood. The large trees seemed out of his reach, and the wood obtained from small trees would fetch only a meager amount. His body was breaking down with fatigue, but his mind was even heavier. As the sun set in the western sky, Abu Bakar, with his axe on his shoulder, started for home with a tired body. His heart was heavy. He wondered, how would he fulfill his children's demands? How would he bring Eid joy to their faces? His eyes welled up with tears at this thought. But then he composed himself. He said to himself, "Astaghfirullah, why am I despairing? Allah is the provider of sustenance. He will open some path for me." Saying this, he sought forgiveness from Allah and placed his full trust in Him. He believed that Allah never disappoints His servant if he places his full trust in Him. This faith was his only support. The next morning, Abu Bakar went to the forest again. This time, a firm determination was in his mind. He started his work trusting in Allah. He prayed silently, "O Allah, make it easy for me." He began to cut wood, but that day too, a difficult test awaited him. Suddenly, the sky was covered with dark clouds and it started raining heavily. The forest path became slippery and cutting wood became almost impossible. Abu Bakr took shelter under a tree, trying to protect himself from the rain. His body was getting wet, but his mind was steadfast. He was silently remembering Allah and seeking His help. He thought this rain might be a test from Allah, and he had to pass this test. After the rain stopped, he started cutting wood again, but by then it was too late. That day too, he could not collect enough wood. The little wood he had would probably not even provide a meal. A deep despair filled his mind, but he did not lose faith in Allah. When Abu Bakr returned home tired and disappointed, Fatima was waiting for him. Fatima understood by looking at her husband's face that his efforts had been in vain again today. Deep despair was evident on her husband's face, but she did not complain. Instead, she comforted Abu Bakr. She said, "Don't worry, Allah will do what He deems best for us. We just have to be patient." Fatima's words brought some peace to Abu Bakr's mind. He knew that his wife was his greatest strength, who always encouraged him and strengthened his faith in Allah. Only 2 days were left until Eid. Abu Bakr had no money. Vermicelli, new clothes, good food, none of these had been bought for his children. Ali and Aisha asked their father every day, "Father, when will our new clothes arrive?" Abu Bakr could not answer their questions. His eyes welled up, but he composed himself. He stroked their heads and said, "If Allah wills, everything will happen, insha'Allah." These words might have given his children some hope, but a deep emptiness was in his own heart. He repeatedly prayed to Allah to open a way for them. That night, Abu Bakr performed the Tahajjud prayer. He made a deep supplication to Allah. He said, "O Allah, You know everything, You see everything. I want to bring Eid joy to my children's faces. Please open a way for me. I trust in You alone." After the prayer, he raised his hands in supplication to Allah. Tears were in his eyes, but an indomitable faith was in his heart. He knew that Allah never disappoints His servant. He believed that Allah will make some arrangement for him, because He is Ar-Razzaq, the provider. This faith helped him to endure difficult times. The next morning, Abu Bakr went to the forest again. This time, a strange peace was in his mind. He did not know what would happen, but he believed that Allah would make some arrangement for him. He went deep into the forest, cutting wood. His eyes seemed to be searching for something that could change his destiny. Suddenly, his eyes fell on an old, huge tree. The tree was different from all other trees. Its branches were very thick, and its wood was extremely strong. At the base of the tree was a large hollow, which seemed untouched for many years. Abu Bakr thought if he could sell the wood of this tree, he might be able to do something for his children. He began to cut the tree with his axe. It took him a lot of effort to cut the tree. His body was drenched in sweat, but he did not give up. He was silently remembering Allah and seeking His help. He thought this tree might be a gift from Allah for him, an unexpected mercy. Finally, the tree was cut. Abu Bakr cut the wood into small pieces, tied them up, and carried them on his shoulder. The wood was very heavy, but a strange strength was in his mind. He knew that if he could sell this wood, his children would have Eid joy on their faces. He set off towards the market with a tired body. A new hope, a new dream was in his mind. Every step he took was filled with gratitude and trust in Allah. Upon reaching the market, Abu Bakr waited to sell his wood, but no one wanted to buy his wood.
Everyone was crowding the new clothes shops and lining up at the sweet shops. Abu Bakar became disappointed. He felt that all his hard work had been in vain. He thought perhaps he would not be able to do anything for his children this Eid either. His eyes welled up. He silently prayed to Allah, "O Allah, you are the only hope." His silent prayer seemed to pierce the sky and reach Allah's throne. Suddenly, a rich merchant was passing by. He looked at Abu Bakar's face and understood his despair. He asked Abu Bakar, "What happened, father? Why are you so disappointed?" Abu Bakar told him everything. He said, "I cannot do anything for my children this Eid. I have no money." The merchant was impressed by Abu Bakar's honesty and his love for his children. He told Abu Bakar, "Don't worry, I will buy your wood, and I will also give you some extra money so you can do Eid shopping for your children." The merchant was a well-known, generous person in the village who always helped the poor and needy. He was impressed by Abu Bakar's honesty and hard work and wanted to help him for the sake of Allah's pleasure. Abu Bakar was surprised to hear the merchant's words. He could not believe that Allah would open such a path for him. Tears of joy rolled down his eyes. He thanked Allah. He expressed his gratitude to the merchant. The merchant paid Abu Bakar for his wood and also gave him some extra money. Abu Bakar quickly headed towards the market with that money. A strange joy was in his mind. He knew that Allah had accepted his prayer. His love for Allah deepened even more in his heart. When Abu Bakar reached the market, a strange peace was in his mind. He knew that Allah had opened a way for him. He quickly went to a clothes shop and bought new clothes for Ali and Aisha. The clothes were very simple, but for his children, they were priceless. He bought the clothes as if he was buying the most valuable things in his life. He felt that these clothes were not just fabric, but a symbol of Allah's mercy. Then he went to a sweet shop and bought some vermicelli. He thought if he could bring Eid joy to his children's faces, his life would be meaningful. He also bought some fruits and other necessary items with which his family could celebrate Eid Day. An immense gratitude was in his mind. After shopping, when Abu Bakar set off for home, a strange joy was in his mind. He knew that Allah had showered His mercy upon him. He was silently remembering Allah and thanking Him. He thought, Allah never disappoints His servant. Every step he took was filled with gratitude and love for Allah. He felt that this joy was far more valuable than any worldly wealth. When Abu Bakar reached home, Fatima was waiting for him. Fatima understood by looking at her husband's face that his efforts had been fruitful today. A boundless smile appeared on her face. Abu Bakar handed the clothes and vermicelli he had in his hands to Fatima. Fatima was surprised to see the clothes. She could not believe that Allah would make such an arrangement for them. She thanked Allah and kissed her husband's forehead. Tears of joy rolled down their eyes. When Ali and Aisha saw the new clothes and vermicelli, waves of joy spread across their faces. They ran to their father and hugged him. An innocent smile was on their faces, which removed all of Abu Bakar's fatigue. Abu Bakar felt blessed to see the smiles on his children's faces. He knew that this smile was the greatest treasure of his life, which could not be bought with any worldly wealth. This smile was the greatest reward from Allah for him. That night, Abu Bakar and Fatima deeply thanked Allah. They knew that Allah had showered His mercy upon them. They prayed for their children and wished for a beautiful future for them. Their faith was further strengthened that Allah fulfills the needs of His servants if they place their full trust in Him. Their hearts were filled with the love of Allah. On the day before Eid, Abu Bakar and Fatima decorated their house with their meager belongings. Fatima cooked vermicelli and Abu Bakar arranged his children's new clothes. Ali and Aisha were very happy to see their new clothes. They repeatedly tried on the clothes and waited for Eid Day. A strange excitement was on their faces, which also brought joy to their parents' hearts. Abu Bakar thought, Allah has showered so much mercy upon them, so they too should donate something in the way of Allah. He set aside some money from his meager earnings so that he could help some poor people. Fatima was also happy with her husband's decision. She said, "Yes, we should donate in the way of Allah. We should share some part of what Allah has given us with others." They knew that donating does not decrease wealth. Rather, Allah blesses it and increases the donor's status. This spirit of sacrifice was a shining example of their faith. That night, Abu Bakar and Fatima prayed to Allah with their children. They thanked Allah for their lives and sought more mercy from Him. They knew that Allah would accept their prayers. A deep peace was in their hearts, which could not be obtained in exchange for anything worldly. They placed their full trust in Allah and knew that He would fulfill all their needs.
On the morning of Eid day, Abu Bakr went to offer Eid prayers with his children. Many people had gathered at the village Eidgah. Everyone was wearing new clothes and smiles of joy were on their faces. Abu Bakr lined up with his children and prayed to Allah. After the prayer, everyone exchanged greetings with each other. Abu Bakr exchanged greetings with other people in the village with his children. He embraced his acquaintances and wished them Eid greetings. An immense joy was in his mind, which he wanted to share with everyone. Returning home, Abu Bakr ate vermicelli with his children. Ali and Aisha were very happy eating vermicelli. They asked their father for more vermicelli. Abu Bakr gave them more vermicelli. He felt blessed to see the smiles on his children's faces. This smile was the greatest reward of his life, which made him even more grateful to Allah. That day, Abu Bakr donated some money from his meager earnings to the poor. He sought out some needy people in his neighborhood and village and handed them some money. He knew that this donation would be accepted by Allah. He was silently remembering Allah and thanking Him. A strange satisfaction was in his mind, which can only be obtained through giving. This donation brought him even closer to Allah. The day of Eid was a special day for Abu Bakr and his family. They were able to enjoy the joy of Eid even in poverty. They knew that Allah had showered His mercy upon them. They thanked Allah for their lives and sought more mercy from Him. Their Eid was a shining example of gratitude, patience, and sacrifice towards Allah. This day brought a new meaning to their lives. This incident in Abu Bakr's life made him and his family even stronger in faith. They understood that poverty is not a curse, but a test from Allah. Those who endure this test with patience and trust in Allah, Allah never disappoints them. Abu Bakr and Fatima taught their children that the true joy of Eid lies not in worldly pleasures, but in Allah's pleasure and unity with the Muslim Ummah. They taught their children that the importance of halal earnings is immense and that tawakkul in Allah is the greatest strength in life. This teaching will guide their children in their future lives as well. Perhaps abundance did not come into their lives, but the mental peace and spiritual joy they attained were more valuable than worldly wealth. Their story spread by word of mouth in the village, and many were inspired by them. Abu Bakr proved that halal earnings, patience, and unwavering faith in Allah can protect a person from any adversity. Allah Ta'ala says, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out, and will provide for him from where he does not expect. And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him." Surah At-Talaq 2-3. This verse seemed to be proven true at every step of Abu Bakr's life. His Eid was full of mercy and blessings, which was the result of his unwavering tawakkul in Allah. This verse became the motto of their lives. This story teaches us that we should trust in Allah even in the most difficult times of life. We should remain steadfast on the path of halal earnings and be patient, because Allah never disappoints His servants. He opens paths for them that they cannot even imagine, and in this path lies true peace and success.
Abu Bakar's Eid was an instructive Eid, which reminds us that the power of faith is the greatest power. This story is an inspiration for the Muslim Ummah, reminding them of the importance of unwavering faith and patience in Allah. It proves that true happiness lies not in worldly wealth, but in Allah's pleasure and unwavering faith in Him. This faith frees a person from all sorrows and brings him boundless peace.